Hey, what's up guys? Eduardo here for a review today, and what we're going to be taking a look at is the Canon 50mm STM 1.8 lens. Yeah, the newest one that just came out from Canon, the new Nifty 50. So that's what I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today, so let's get to it. So if you guys are familiar with this lens, you guys probably know the old version, which was the Nifty 50, the old one, which is all plastic. I owned it, but then I sold it in order to get this one, and I'll actually get into that a little bit later. But let me just go over the design and the features that this particular lens brings to you. Off the bat, once you take it out of the box, compared to the old one, it just automatically feels a lot more sturdy, I would say. It's still plastic, but the plastic feels a little bit more durable. And compared to the old one, you now have a metal mount, which definitely comes in handy. It just gives it more of a professional, polished finish as opposed to the other one. The other one was just plastic all around, everything was plastic. It just felt really weak and not durable enough to last a while. I know a lot of people definitely had to buy a couple of those because they would break easily, but this one on the other hand, it definitely feels a lot more sturdy and like it'll be able to last you quite a while. The features just the same as the old one as well. You have pretty much the only feature in terms of a switch would be the AF to MF, so autofocus to manual focus, and then you also have this way better and improved focus ring. The old one, if you remember, it had such a weak and awkward focus ring on the front, and it was not suitable for what I wanted to do, which was video, so for cinematography. But with this new one, it's so much better to rack focus, to focus on things when you have it on manual, which I'll show you later on. And then you just have, as opposed to the old one, you can now attach a lens hood right here on the front, which is really nice. I haven't gotten it yet, but I definitely will be looking into getting one later on. In terms of the features, design, it's pretty much it, pretty basic. This lens has become my favorite lens to have on my camera because of how amazing the pictures come out. The clarity and the sharpness of the objects you are photographing are excellent. Whether you are taking landscape pictures or pictures at a closer distance, you are not going to be disappointed with the end results. This is a prime lens, and prime lenses are known for their amazing sharpness because they have a fixed focal length. And with its 7-blade design, this lens is more recommended for portrait shots because of the amazing blur it creates behind a subject. This is also helped out by an f-stop of 1.8, which allows you to get some creamy background blur that is very pleasing to the eye. That background blur translates over to the video perfectly. It makes you feel as if you are filming an actual movie, and with the new and improved focus ring, you now have the ability to rack focus very smoothly and shift your audience's attention from one subject to another. The autofocus on the lens works reasonably well when paired with my Canon T5i. Although there are signs of hunting, if paired up with say a 70D, then you would get amazing autofocus speeds. One thing to note is that if you are using this lens on a crop censored camera, you will not be getting an actual 50mm frame, but 80mm instead. Here I stood about 10 feet away from the camera just to show you how much it zooms in. As you can see, it zooms in quite a lot, making the lens not quite suitable for small areas if you are using crop censored cameras. The new Nifty 50 also does not come equipped with image stabilization, unfortunately, so you will be noticing a lot of shake in your video if you record handheld as I did in this video. later tried using Adobe Premiere Pro's warp stabilizer, but it only made the video seem like someone was tripping on acid or something. I'm sure if you try stabilizing the footage manually though, you should be able to get better results than I did. Alright guys, so we just took a look at the daytime footage. Now I want to go ahead and show you how this camera performs during the night, which I'm actually recording with it right now, and you will be able to see just how awesome it actually is. Because this lens has the ability to go to an f-stop of 1.8, it can handle low light situations like a champ. Night lights, neon lights, and other sources of light impact your footage drastically thanks to that wide aperture. The bokeh, or background blur, is especially satisfying to capture at night with this lens because of how creamy the blur of the lights come out in the background. I went ahead and recorded the same scene with my iPhone just to provide some sort of comparison of how much light this lens actually captures. And as you can see, that f-stop of 1.8 makes a big difference. The iPhone's iSight camera supposedly can go up to an f-stop of 2.2 according to Apple's website, but to me, it did not seem like it. Pictures, just like video, are also fun to take at night with this lens. They come out clear and sharp, and you can see the light reflecting from almost every sort of surface. If you have been searching for a lens to take nighttime pictures with, this would be a great option. Final thoughts on the lens. If you have the old one and you're considering upgrading to the new one, I would upgrade only if you really require this new focus ring that comes equipped on it. If you're doing fine with the old one, no need to, cash out more money and buy the new one. The only reason I upgraded because, as I said, I needed it for video, and the old one was too jerky and too awkward to focus with, so that's why I ended up selling my old one and using that money to grab this one. If you are using it just strictly for photography, go ahead, stick with the old one, it'll do fine. But if you do wish to use the prime lens for video, then I would suggest going ahead and upgrading to the newer one, because as I said, the focus ring just makes a whole lot of difference for when you're making videos. It's a lot better to handle and a lot better to use, and it'll definitely be a good investment for you if you're using it for video. So that does it for my review of the Canon 50mm STM lens. If you guys made it this far, all the way to the end of the video, I appreciate it. Thank you. Go ahead and hit the like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like these. And while you're here, might as well go ahead and check out either my vlogs or my short that I have on my channel. But until then, I'll see you guys later.